The escalation of tensions in the Middle East took a new turn after a massive military operation by Israel against weapons depots in the port of Beirut, Lebanon. The attack, carried out with planes and warships, destroyed a large arsenal that supplied the Lebanese army and Hezbollah. This action was part of a response to Iran's and other powers' increasing efforts to arm Lebanon, leading to global consequences and immediate reactions from the international community. Middle East tensions escalate. Tensions in the Middle East have drastically risen once again. The Israel Defense Forces, IDF, launched a major operation that had been in the works for some time, striking military depots in Beirut's port, Lebanon, with force. This action, conducted by Israeli warplanes and warships, significantly altered the regional landscape, dealing a heavy blow to Lebanon, which considers the port one of its most important military sites. In the preceding months, military activity had already been on the rise, with Lebanon stockpiling a large number of weapons from neighboring countries, which caught Israel's attention. As a result, Israel decided to demonstrate its strength through this military operation. Preparations and threats. Intelligence reports indicated that Lebanon was preparing for a potential regional conflict, and its preparations were speeding up. The Lebanese army and Hezbollah militias were receiving a steady flow of weapons, primarily from Iran, Russia, and China. Beirut's port had become one of the main storage sites for these weapons, which included tanks, heavy machine guns, grenades, and long-range missiles. Israel closely monitored the situation. IDF intelligence units detected that the Beirut port was becoming an increasing threat, especially after reports of Hezbollah's plans to use these weapons against Israel. This prompted the IDF to take swift action. The attack on Beirut's port. On the morning of September 24th, the operation began with 6 IDF fighter jets taking off from a military base in Tel Aviv. These jets were armed with precision-guided missiles, ready to strike targets at the port based on intelligence gathered by drones. As the jets neared the location, the pilots were able to clearly identify their objectives. The jets fired missiles at the depots storing heavy munitions. The explosions were devastating, hitting vital areas of the depots and ensuring the success of the operation. Simultaneously, Israeli warships stationed 5 kilometers off Beirut's coast fired long-range missiles, destroying almost all military depots in the port. The explosions were so intense they damaged nearby buildings. Consequences of the attack. With precise coordination between planes and warships, a large arsenal of Lebanon's weapons and ammunition was destroyed. Tanks, heavy machine guns, grenades, and missiles stored in the depots were completely rendered useless. This operation was a severe blow to the Lebanese army and regional organizations, significantly undermining Lebanon's plans to strengthen its military force against Israel in the future. After the attack, Lebanese authorities launched a comprehensive investigation in the area, while the effects of the explosions were still being felt. Both the Lebanese army and Hezbollah members assessed the damage, with early reports indicating that most of the weapons in the depots were destroyed. International reactions. Iran's Revolutionary Guard commander, General Hossein Salami, stated, "Israel is destabilizing the balance in the Middle East and starting a war against Lebanon. They will pay a heavy price for this attack." Russia and China also condemned Israel, warning that this action threatened the stability of the region. China, in particular, expressed diplomatic concern, calling for restraint and highlighting that its military aid to Lebanon was targeted by the Israeli attack. Global-scale tension. The Israeli operation sparked outrage in Lebanon. The Lebanese government called an emergency meeting to discuss the situation, while the Lebanese Prime Minister labeled the attack a declaration of war, stating that Israel's aggressive stance against Lebanon was unacceptable. This attack further heightened tensions in the Middle East. For Israel, the operation neutralized a significant regional threat. However, Lebanon viewed the action as an act of war, exacerbating the crisis between the two countries. U.S. operation against Iran. In addition to the Israeli attack, tensions in the region escalated further with a U.S. military operation against Iran. The U.S., which supports Israel in its fight against Iranian arms supplies to Hezbollah, attacked a weapons convoy traveling from Tehran to Iraq, aiming to clandestinely send arms to Lebanon. The convoy, monitored by the U.S., was intercepted as it crossed the Iraqi border. Combat helicopters and drones were sent to destroy the arms shipment. The operation, executed with precision, resulted in the complete destruction of the convoy, significantly impacting Iran's and Hezbollah's military capabilities. U.S.-Israel collaboration. U.S.-Israel collaboration in the Middle East has been ongoing for decades, and this operation showcased the effectiveness of this partnership. The destruction of the Iranian convoy is seen as a strategic victory, weakening Iranian military support for Hezbollah and shifting the balance of power in the region in Israel's favor. American forces, using advanced surveillance systems, monitored the convoy from its departure in Tehran until it crossed the Iraqi border. With coordinated attacks by helicopters and drones, the convoy was completely destroyed, dealing a severe blow to Iran and its allies in Lebanon. Impending retaliations. The Iranian government strongly condemned the operation. General Hossein Salami vowed that Iran will continue its resistance in the region and stated that the United States will pay a heavy price for this action. This suggests that tensions in the Middle East are far from over, with Iran possibly planning retaliations. The repercussions of this operation extend to other regional conflicts. For instance, the Houthis in Yemen were planning an operation in the Red Sea to support Hezbollah and launch attacks against Israel. However, the British Navy, aware of the plan, set up an ambush and managed to severely damage 3 Houthi ships. British Navy intervention. The British intervention was a significant victory for regional security and for Israel. By attacking the Houthi ships, the British Navy ensured that the military collaboration plans between the Houthis and Hezbollah were thwarted. This also helped protect vital trade routes in the Red Sea, which had been threatened by the Iran-backed Houthis. The ambush was carefully planned, with British warships concealed in mountainous areas of the Red Sea. When the 3 large Houthi ships approached, the British launched missiles, destroying them quickly, with no chance of escape. Strategic impact. These operations, both by the British Navy and the US and Israel, significantly shifted the strategic balances in the Middle East. The destruction of the Houthi ships and the weakening of Hezbollah indicate a shift in power in the region, benefiting Israel and its allies. Active collaboration among Western forces continues to play a crucial role in containing threats from Iran and its allies. The determination of these forces to protect regional security and maintain the balance of power is clear. If you enjoyed this analysis and want more content on the global geopolitical scene, leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. This helps us continue providing valuable information for you. And if you're looking for a path to prosperity and success, check out our course, The Biblical Path to Prosperity. In it, You will learn how to apply ancient principles to achieve a fulfilling and prosperous life. Don't miss out on this opportunity.